Welcome back, everybody. So today's video is going to be about loading 308 Winchester. The ingredients I use to make up these rounds to start is Winchester brass. I use Winchester large rifle primers. For this specific load, I'm using 30 caliber match 168 grain boat tail hollow points, and I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to put these together. I also have a video that I just recently made and put on YouTube that shows me shooting this exact round out to 800 yards, and it actually performed really well. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how I put these rounds together and the processes I do. Okay, so being that this is new brass, I don't need to trim or swage or resize or anything like that. I've already checked everything. Everything measures out good. So I'm going to go ahead and use my Lee priming tool and go ahead and prime my brass, which you can prime it on the press too, but this right here just saves a little bit of time as you're going through on the press. You don't have to worry about the whole priming setup and everything like that. It just cuts out a chance for an issue. Like I said, I'm using Winchester primers and boat tail hollow point 168 grain bullets. So next we're going to go ahead and get some powder charges laid out, and I'll show you guys how I do it. Okay, so the powder I use for my long range 308 rounds is Hodgson 4895. It's great powder. I use it in everything from 223 up to 30-06, and it works great in all of them. But I don't have a trickler, so I just use the Lee scoops. I just go ahead and get 41.5 grains. A little bit easier with a trickler, a little quicker. There's 41.5 grains. I double check it. Okay. Take my RCBS funnel. And then your case has a charge. It's pretty simple. So now I'm going to go ahead and charge the other two, and I'll bring you guys back when I'm ready to press bullets. Alright, so I got my powder charges done. 41.5 grains of 4895. I have my 168 grain boat tail hollow point made by Hornady. And I'm ready to start pressing bullets. I already have my die set and everything. Now, I did the measurements on my 308, and I was going to seat to the lands, but then I come to find out that I was actually limited by mag length. So these bullets are at mag length, so I could have the convenience of mag feeding my rounds instead of doing it one by one. So this right here is what the rounds look like when they're done. These are great shooting rounds. Like I said, I have a video that I made and put on YouTube on my channel of when I shot these rounds out to 800 yards and they actually hit really well. 41.5 is about a medium range. There's definitely not any excessive pressure signs by any means, and the brass doesn't stretch a whole lot either. So it's accurate for my rifle, and I don't have to max out the charge and anything like that, so I should have a pretty good life expectancy out of this brass. But this right here is the round, and it shoots really great in my rifle. I have a Weatherby 308 precision rifle, and hopefully coming soon I'll have a video for you guys shooting that rifle out to 1,000 yards, or maybe even farther than that. Depends on weather and time. But I'm going to go ahead and load the rest of these for you guys. Just out of habit, when I load progressively, I always look in each case to make sure there's powder. Even whenever I'm loading these single like this, and I trickle every powder charge, it's such a habit to check the powder inside the case that I still, every time I pick one up, I have to look in it to make sure there's powder, even though I know there is. But it's just a habit. And there you have it. That right there is a reloaded cartridge. This brass has been fired one time. I bought it new, it's been fired one time, so it didn't stretch hardly any at all. It's actually still the same for the most part. All I did was neck size, so didn't have to trim or anything crazy like that, so it's still pretty new brass. So that's the finished cartridge. If y'all have any questions about any of this, just shoot me a comment. Go ahead and like and subscribe. Pretty simple video, nothing out of the ordinary today, nothing crazy. But just wanted to give you guys some insight on my long range 308 rounds. They shoot great. I don't recommend you starting out at the same loads I'm doing. You know, start down low and work your way up just like always. Nothing crazy. But that's 308 Winchester. That's how I load it. And I'll catch you guys next time.